What is going on, you guys? I hope you're all having an amazing day. And before you guys say it, yes, I know I look filthy. I've been working on the Rocket Bunny kit all day, and I just got done changing the oil on both of these TCs. So the grind doesn't stop. We're still making another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be switching out my sister's headlights onto my headlights because I really like how those headlights look. They look a lot more aggressive. And then we're also going to be installing some new HIDs. So let's get started. So these are the brand new HIDs that I bought. I bought them from the retrofit source. But before we actually open these up, the only reason why I ended up buying new HIDs was because these headlights require a different set of HIDs than these headlights. These headlights, since I bought them on eBay, and they were like the second mod I ever did, was buying these headlights. And since I bought them on eBay, they require like a specific fit. And the way for these HIDs, the HIDs that I run right here on these headlights, they're like screw-in. You gotta screw them in to the back onto these headlights in order for them to work. And for these headlights, all you have to do is insert the HID from the back, turn it, and it locks in. So that's kind of the reason. If you guys were wondering why I wouldn't just use the same HIDs, it's because they're different. So with that being explained, I have to keep these HIDs with these headlights and just transfer that whole package onto over here, and then just move these headlights over here with some new HIDs. And these HIDs that I already have on this TC, I ended up buying them. I don't remember where I bought them, but I bought them from like from someone from Germany. And these HIDs, like I mentioned, I bought them from the retrofit source, which produce a lot of LED products, HIDs, a lot of light stuff. I'm really pumped to see how much these lights are brighter than these. I feel like these are gonna be a lot brighter than these, but we're gonna find out. So we're gonna start off by opening this box. And as you guys can tell, I just painted it right here so you guys wouldn't see my address. But I haven't opened the box. As you can tell, like, it's still sealed. The back is still sealed. I got them like 2 days ago, but I still haven't opened them. So let's open this together and see what's inside. Also, before we open this, I just want to mention the only place where I get my light source from is from the retrofit source and osnium.com. From Osnium, I usually get all my lights from there. From the retrofit source is where I got when I did my fog lights. I got the harness from there, the wiring harness. I got it from the retrofit source, exactly where I bought these headlights. What else did I get? Some of the connectors I got from there. So I really like this company a lot, the retrofit source and osnium.com. And like I said, those are the only two places that I go to that have to do with lights. So I already know the harness that runs this HID is going to be like the same thing that I run for my LED fogs. So it's going to be exactly kind of like the same thing. So I'm really excited to see the quality of this stuff. So let's start opening the box. Ba-da-da-da. Damn, look at this packaging. Look at that packaging. This is some good quality stuff right here. What is this? Some of the connectors and the wiring. Same thing. This one is I think this one's the capacitor. So I ordered 2 capacitors just in case if the HIDs start blinking or something, because there is a problem sometimes with HIDs that they blink. So I got some capacitors just in case. So those are the capacitors. These are the wiring, I think, for the lights. This is the harness. This is the exact same harness that I run for my LED fogs, as you guys can tell. This is exactly the same thing. It has the 2 relays in here, and it's just basically the same thing. So this company is just badass. And then we got, what do we got here? Oh no, this one's the capacitor. So what are these? These are, I don't know what these are. It says amp igniter. I don't know. I don't know. I guess one for each side, but this is the capacitor. So I don't know what those are. I guess they're just the connector resistors. I don't know. And then we got the HID right here. As you guys can tell, the HID. The other one as well. And then the ballast. I got, these are, I think 55 watt. Yeah, I got the 55 watts. So these are the ballasts, I'm pretty sure. What else? The left card. Packaging slip, which you guys don't need to see. Instructions, which we don't need. Look at that. Look at that sticker. Heck yeah. Product placement. And also, this video is not sponsored by the retrofit source. Like it's just like I mentioned, this is the place to go if you guys need anything with LEDs. Just go to this place. Just go to the retrofit source. You'll find anything you need there. That has to do with lights, of course. And that's it. Just the wipes to clean it. So this is everything that comes with the HIDs that I bought. So the lights, the ballast, the wiring. I still don't know what those are. I think they might be the resistors. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. And then some of the wiring, and then the capacitors right here, which is weird because wouldn't I don't know if well, I don't know much about HIDs and whatnot, but shouldn't this be like on both sides? I don't know, but this is everything that it comes with. As you guys can tell, I'm really excited. This is some good quality stuff. So what we're gonna do now is, since my sister needs to go out tonight, she's gonna go clubbing. Who knew? She goes like every weekend. So we got to get these headlights taken off first so I can replace them with mine, since she needs to drive her car. Also, the only downside to putting these lights onto my car is that they're not gonna have halos anymore. That's the only downside to that. But I am gonna be putting halos on those. It's just gonna be a lot more custom than what these are right here. So we're still gonna have halos on these, but just later down the road. I feel like this one's gonna be a lot more complicated, since this still does have the under tray. It has an under tray on the bottom. So we still gotta remove all that in order to remove the bumper, because the first thing we have to do is remove the bumper, which this one still has everything intact, but this one, the under tray is all gone. Everything's freaking gone. So let's start removing the bumper. That way we can start removing the headlights. So I got the lights out already, and as you guys can tell, I didn't completely take off the whole bumper. I didn't take off the under tray. I didn't take anything off from the bottom. Just the bolt on the side here, the bolt on the side there, everything, all the bolts that go along right here. I think it's like 2 and another 2, and then the same thing on this side. And I was able to pull it far enough so I can remove the headlights. So I took the easy way out. Honestly, I'm too tired to take off the whole bumper and the under tray and everything. It's just a pain to put the whole under tray back. And I still gotta go continue work on the Rocket Bunny kit, so I'm trying to do it the easy way to save some time. So now that I got the lights out, what I'm gonna do is just remove the bolts from here, both sides of the bulbs, and then just start moving my headlights to over here, as well as the HIDs. Also, when you're working with lights, you're gonna want to use some gloves when you're taking the lights off. When you're removing them from the headlight, like you're just turning them, pulling them out, you don't need gloves because you're just taking them out. You're not even touching the light bulb. But when you're removing the light bulbs, you gotta put some gloves on, just so you don't put any grease onto the bulbs and just ruin the life expectancy. And ruin the life expectancy. That's hard to say. And ruin the life expectancy of the bulbs. So put some gloves on when you're removing the bulbs with those, or the HIDs one, especially the HID ones. So these are the lights I bought on eBay, and these are the OEM lights that come on the 2010 Scientist headlight. As you guys can tell, there's no wiring here, and on these, the wiring's already on there. Everything's already all hooked up, and this one, there's nothing hooked up. And if we were to pop this open, you see how it is in there? Like there's screws that are holding the HID in place. As for these are twistable lock-ons. So these are a little bit different. That's why I needed to buy new HIDs. I thought I'd just clarify a little bit and just show you guys why I couldn't use the same HIDs. So that's done. They should be complete, so let's go check them out, see if they turn on. Those are the halos. Dang, it's making me miss those halos. You guys are not able to tell. Let me see if I can. Oh, there you go. Dang, I'm gonna miss those halos. I am really gonna miss these halos. Now let's turn on the lights. Dang, looks so mean. Just looking at this, it makes me want my halos back, because I'm not gonna have halos for a while. But I mean, I am gonna be putting halos on the other ones, so they should look maybe a little bit better. Hopefully they look a little bit better than this, because this is making me want to put these back on my car. But now that we know that it works, we're done with my sister's car. So I think I'm gonna end it for tonight, because it's already pretty late. It's pretty dark. It's already like 10:30, and I still have to go work on the Rocket Bunny kit. If not, I'm probably gonna start editing this video. That way I can get ahead a little bit and just finish off my car tomorrow. So we're probably gonna put the HIDs tomorrow. I got them packed up already, so we're gonna put the HIDs tomorrow. We gotta restore those headlights, one side of those headlights. I'll probably restore them both, even though the one doesn't really need it. I'll probably just polish it up or something, and the other one we will sand it. And also we do have to open up these headlights, because I need to do something a little, can't really tell you guys yet, because I need to send something far away, but that's still gonna be a secret. But yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. We're gonna polish them, clean them up, get them ready, put them on the car, put the HIDs. Unfortunately, my sister does leave tomorrow back to Los Angeles, so I won't be able to put the cars side by side and kind of do a comparison test. So I'll probably just tell you guys if the retrofit source HIDs are a lot brighter than the other ones. Just take my word for it. I'll make sure I tell you guys 100% which ones are better, even though I don't even remember what website I bought the German ones from. But that's where I'm gonna end it off for tonight. See you guys tomorrow, guys. So I got some good news and I got some bad news, but before we get into the good news or bad news, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the backstory. So as many of you guys know, I gave my sister my old headlights, and my sister gave me her headlight, so it wasn't an even trade, right? And my sister was okay for us to trade. Like she didn't mind it at all. The only thing was that she wanted to test my headlights to see if she liked them, and you know, I thought she was gonna like them, you know, since they have HIDs and her other ones don't. So I gave her a 5-day trial period, you know, and so she lives up in LA, and she took my headlights to go try them out. And I told her, call me in 5 days and see if she likes those headlights. If she does, great, I don't have to buy new headlights. But if she doesn't like those headlights, I would have to buy her some new headlights, because I've already opened her headlights up and we're about to paint them already, which is gonna be in another video. But basically I've already dismantled them, so there's no way that I'm gonna give her headlights back. And you know, I went ahead and just opened them up and started doing my thing, thinking that my sister was going to like my headlights. So I talked to her 5 days later, and she told me she didn't like my headlights. So she didn't like my HIDs, she didn't like my headlights, and the reason for that was because I don't know why when I put my headlights onto my sister's car, the high beams didn't work, and that's the only reason my sister didn't like them. And the only reason the high beams didn't work is because you had to cut the clip a little bit, and the reason you had to cut it was because the clip wasn't making connection. It wasn't making connection all the way, because it was stopping it a little bit, and I didn't want to cut her clip, you know. So my old headlights didn't have high beams on hers. They had high beams on mine, but like I said, they didn't work on her car. So that's kind of an issue for her, because she does drive all the way to LA, and she drives all the way back down here, so she uses her high beams a lot. But I didn't think that was gonna be a problem, because the HIDs are super bright than what she usually uses, the OEM H11s. So I didn't think she was gonna have a problem. But when I talked to her like 5 days later, she told me she didn't like them, so I had to buy her new headlights. That's where the bad news comes into play. And I mean, there's not just a bad news, like I said, there's some good news as well. But the bad news is I did have to buy new headlights, which I just bought them yesterday, and I spent over $200 just buying new headlights, which I could have easily saved those $200 if she would have liked my headlights, and I could have invested them in something else. But since she didn't like my headlights, I had to buy new headlights. And the headlights that I bought are the exact same ones that she has on her car, the same ones, the 2010 ones, the ones exactly that I wanted. And I'm gonna give her the new ones. I'm still gonna give her the new ones. I'm not gonna be keeping the new ones for myself because, like I said, I've already started working on the other headlights already. And it's not a problem for me. You know, there's always a good side to that bad side, and the good side is, you know, I was going to retrofit that headlight, right? And since it was gonna be an even trade, she was gonna have my headlights, I was gonna have her headlights. I was gonna put some demon eyes, I was gonna put some halos, I was gonna do some etching on the lens. I was gonna do a lot of things to those headlights. So that means if I were to put the demon eyes first, I would have to open up the headlights, put the demon eyes, and close them back up, because this is my daily, this is what I drive. And whenever I have enough money to buy the halos, I would have to open up the headlight, and then I would have to put them back together. That way I can keep driving my car. So that's what was going to happen if it was going to be just an even trade. But since it's not going to be an even trade, I can put my old headlights onto my car again, and I can work on my sister's headlights, the ones I'm going to be putting on my car, and just work on them every single time I get that part. So that means I don't have to keep reopening and keep sealing, keep reopening and keep sealing. I can just keep them opened already, and once I get everything that I need, put it on the headlights, and we can be done with that. So that's the good news. It saves me the time of opening the headlights and closing them, opening them and closing them every single time I want to do a mod to them. So I can still run HIDs, my old HIDs with my headlights. I can run those, and I can be working on the other headlights. So that's the good thing with that. So the only bad thing is I just had to buy new headlights, which I could have invested that money on something else. But you know, it's not a problem. You know, I don't blame it on my sister or anything. You know, I wanted those headlights, and it's not my fault she didn't like them. You know, if she didn't like them, it's all right, I'll buy her new headlights. But if it would have been an even trade, it would have been a lot better. But like I'm saying, it's even better how it turned out, because now I get to keep my old headlights. I can work on those if I ever want to do anything to them, and I can work on some other headlights, newer headlights that I really want. So it's a win-lose kind of situation, but more of a win-win. And I just want to make a couple things clear. So in this video, I will not be putting the HIDs. The HIDs are going to be the last thing we're going to do. Even though I left the unboxing in this clip, in this video that you guys are watching right now, we're not going to be putting the HIDs till later down the road. So that's how I'm going to leave today's video. The next video, we're going to start retrofitting the new headlights, so that should be fun. But this video, I'm going to leave it like that. So every single time we put some demon eyes, I'm going to make a new video showing you guys how to do that. The halos, how to do that. When I get the lens etching, I'm going to show you guys how to put them on and everything. And we're also going to be painting the inside housing, which I've already got started on that, and that should be probably the next video that's going to come out. I'm not sure yet, but that is where I'm going to leave today's video off, guys. I want to just clear things up before I ended today's video. I know I sound a little bit different because of my voice. I'm getting sick. Well, I am sick, but that's where I'm going to end today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and embrace yourself.